Hey everybody, it's Jeffrey. I'm much later than I usually am, much later, and it's okay. All right, the message of the day is give yourself a break, cut yourself a break. I don't understand how that, because I'm learning Spanish, so I'm trying to put together, language in a way. I have to understand language in a different way. And sometimes these English expressions or Spanish expressions, it's like that doesn't really make any sense. Anyway, cut yourself a break. That's the message. Oh, I didn't get it perfectly. I stuck my foot in my mouth. I shouldn't have done this. I didn't get it right. It's like, whatever. Just cut yourself a break. Enough already. There. This is a better angle. You get to see more paintings. All right. I wrote two books. They're both available. I have a tarot cheat sheet for free on my site, all below. And Nancy and I are beginning classes. I'm still not sure when, but soon. So sign up. The more people we have signed up, the quicker we'll have it together. In order to do it, a certain amount of people, and we like for it to be full. We like for it to be full, and because it's better for you, it's better for us. Simple. All right, let's see what the card of the day is. Let's see what the card of the day is. I rearranged a lot of plans today, this morning. Took some time. Some are getting too much sun, and some not getting enough sun, and the children. Okay. Yeah, give yourself a break. This is not a happy card. It's the nine. Uh, this is what's been happening for me. A lot of old stuff is coming up to be released, and it's stuff that I thought I had already released. It's like another level, another layer of it. That's what's going on. And I'm beginning to see more patterns, or maybe not see so much the patterns, but feel them in my life today. And it's like, are you still doing that? Do you still feel like that? This is why I did the Shadow Workbook, right? Um, it's like, okay. The thing is, there's nothing. Sometimes we think, oh, I did something wrong. I've been in therapy for 20 years, or I've been doing the affirmations for 20 years, or whatever, and I'm still, in the same place that I was. No, you're not. You're 20 years ahead of it. So you have 20 years more experience and sort of fighting that dragon or encompassing or, working with that energy. So, and it's like, I would love to tell you like there's, a silver bullet, a golden balloon, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, it's just done. Sometimes it's not just done. Sometimes it has to come back again and again, and we have to look at it and we have to feel it and move through it. And it feels like, I guess it's with the solar stuff. I don't really know why or how, but there's a lot of old crap coming up. And love yourself through the process, love yourself through the process. So today people invited me. I was going to go dancing, and I don't know. I think I have some lactose intolerance stuff, and I had a little weird stomach thing. I mean, it's already passed. But I was like, you know what? You need to just be with yourself today. That's what you need to do. So that's what I'm doing. Because the Nine of Swords is really about sleeplessness, anxiety. Um, there's nowhere to hide. That's the thing about the Nine of Swords. There's nowhere to hide. Like, you're in bed alone at night, and there's no one to answer to but yourself, your own thoughts, whatever. And, you know, sometimes we have to look at things that we don't really want to look at in order to like release them. in order to release them. And, let's say I'm doing some real spiritual work with myself, like meditation, or I'm doing energy work, or maybe I'm talking to somebody, or maybe I'm writing it out, or whatever. Take a break, have a piece of cake, take a break, take a nap, take a break, take a walk around the block, you know, like be easy on yourself. The thing, though, is it don't eat the whole cake, you know, unless it's one of the little small ones, little small ones, that's okay. But, it's like, well, I'm not going to deal with that. I'm just going to go shopping. Um, or I'm just going to distract. Like, no, the time has come. It's like the the other thing about like the Nine of Swords, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Martha and the Vandellas. Um, like there's nowhere to run, there's nowhere to hide. It's like this has to be dealt with. It's almost like, you spilled something. And it's like, well, I'm not going to pay attention to it. It's like it's in the middle of the kitchen, you know. Like it's not like it's in the garage and I have to look at it. It's like it's in the middle of the kitchen, right? It's like you're gonna have to deal with it. So be easy on yourself, right? Cut yourself a break. Like, okay, I'm getting through this. And the thing is, when you're in the middle of it, it seems like it's never going to end. But that's not true. That's, that's some insane thing that your ego tells you so that you don't have to like deal with it or look at it. It's like, oh, let's just go buy something instead. Let's eat it away. Let's shop it away. Let's gamble it away. Like, no. Uh, The thing about the nine is that it's really the end. That's it. Numbers are super important. So the nine is that moment where it all kind of comes together. The nine is kind of the accumulation, attainment. And then we go to the 10, right? So you always have to think where in the story are the cards that I'm looking at, that I pull or whatever. And then the 10 is the end of it. The 10 is the end of it. So you're at the 9. You're not at the 3. Okay. You know, you've made progress, even though it doesn't feel like you made progress. You've made progress. So cut yourself a break and then go, it's almost like, you have this big project to deal with, right? Like this big, messy room. And, most of it is done. Most of it is done. So, you know, work through the rest of it in your own time, in your own way, and it'll be done soon. Not because otherwise you keep on coming back to the 9 unless you deal with it and look at it and work your way through it, or uh, pray your way through it, or write your way out of it, or whatever it is, right? So cut yourself a break. So, not meeting people today, it's been like, okay, so I'm going to do what I have to do and take care of some stuff at home. And then I'll get back to it. And then I'll get back to it. Right? And do as much as I feel you know, I'm not saying don't work on it. Saying work on it at your own pace. And we all have our own little pace. And some days you could do a lot more, and some days you could do a lot less, right? Just the way it is. All right. That's my little message for the day. Very late. Whatever. Blessings. Bye.